With lockdown set to hit the country again, we are all playing Among Us. If we could just find a server that lets us connect for longer than 5 seconds. Among Us is an online multiplayer social deduction game developed and published by Inner Sloth. The game takes place in a spaceship in which we take on the roles and complete tasks to keep us afloat. But there is an imposter among us, stalking our every move as we try to refill the gas. He lurks in the shadows, follows our every step, or maybe he's hiding in the drains. This imposter will do anything he can to rip our head off and leave us as a floating ghost in the corridor. But can we survive long enough to guess the correct imposter? Well, only time will tell. As it turns out, this game is nothing but a popularity contest where if you put one step out of line, you will find yourself ejected into space. Hello and welcome to the Critically Clueless. I am the Monk and today we are in Among Us. So Among Us apparently has become extremely popular during this COVID-19 crisis pandemic. We're all locked up in our houses anyway, so why not play a nice little phone game. Now, this game released in 2018, and apparently it is absolutely massive right now. People all over the country, all over the world are picking this game up and playing it. The idea of this game is that basically you are a group of space crew, you are space crew or crewmates, and you got a complete little task, whether it's connecting the wiring up because of electronics, maybe the oxygen levels are dropping, you got to refill the generators, whatever. But basically among you there is an imposter, and he is doing everything he can to kill you one by one without getting detected. And of course, without being suspected, because at any moment someone can hit that button and call an emergency meeting where we frantically do anything we can to make sure that we do not get picked as the imposter. Like I said earlier, it is pretty much a popularity contest. If too many people are looking at you, you are going to get voted out of the ship because they think maybe you are the imposter. And of course, if you get rid of the imposter, you win the game. It's pretty simple, really. The hard part is to actually survive long enough to actually make it to the end game without being accused of being the imposter. So I'm very new to this game, and so I pretty much decided to show you guys one straight playthrough of this game. It took me a little while to actually find a server that actually connected long enough to actually complete a game. But thankfully, last night I actually managed to make that happen, and so here we are with my full playthrough. I am this little green man. I don't know what he is, but he is what he is. And so basically I got tasked to refill the generators. Unfortunately, I was only a crewmate. I would have loved the chance to be an imposter, but sadly I was never picked. But it was actually quite a fun game, to be fair. Now, I'm not going to give this game a rating or anything like that. I just saw this game. It kind of like popped up on my radar. So I figured that I would put it on the channel and have a little talk about it. Have you guys been playing this game as well? Have you ever heard of it? Or is this the first time you are hearing of it? You know, let me know down in the comments your experience of Among Us. Because apparently a lot more people than I realised are actually playing this game at the moment. So we are about halfway through my run in this little game. Now, I'm not talking, my strategy for this game is pretty much just to do my tasks, don't get noticed by anyone, especially as I'm a crewmate. And of course, if anyone goes anywhere near me, to run for the high heavens, because I do not want to get janked in the shower with a toothbrush. So that was pretty much what I had in mind. But it's interesting because whenever an emergency meeting is called, you can actually click the little, you can like talk to each other. So you can click down a chat and you can watch what everyone's saying. And you'll always get someone, it seems, that like immediately says, "It's yellow," or "It's blue." And they're like, "Huh? Why?" You know, and you can discuss your thoughts on it. And it really is a popularity contest. And for me, it seems like you've got to be really careful how much attention you actually bring to yourself. So, because to be honest, anything you do in this game could look suspicious. You know, not doing anything could look suspicious. So trying to not be noticed by as many people as possible seems to be the ideal strat for this game. And it helped me. I lasted to the end of this game. See, I saw that pink one. You saw the pink one, right? He was coming after me, but it's a dead end, so I've got no option. So I just kind of like, you know, refilled my gas, and luckily for me, an emergency meeting was called. And when an emergency meeting is called, it doesn't matter what you're doing on a ship or, you know, where you are, you all get brought in to the main room to discuss, you know, whatever it is someone wants to discuss. Maybe they saw something or whatever. Now for me, I saw pink and I ran. But at this moment in time, I didn't think it was pink. I thought it was light blue. I saw him there, and he's been a bit funky for the entire game, really. I think he was actually the very first person in this game to even call on someone else being the imposter. So for me, that was a massive red flag, and I assumed it was him. So every round, I tried to vote for him, really. And I got really lucky in this playthrough. It was very, very rare when I actually had anyone vote for me. So I really did do the perfect strat for me, actually, in this playthrough. The other thing I noticed is that when the ship flashes red, you know, because of something needs to be done on the ship to fix it, make sure you go to those points, because you'll quickly find out that the imposter, 9 times out of 10, he's busy doing something else. You know, he's sabotaging something or doing something. So, and as you can see, because we're all here right now, we knew who the actual imposter was, because he was the only one not doing the tasks. He was trying to find us, wasn't he, to jank us? He could have been one of those little drains hiding out. So it's that's not good. So emergency meeting was called, but it wasn't needed because I'm pretty sure he actually quit out. Something interesting as well is that if you do die, if you are killed by the imposter, that's not necessarily the end of your game. You actually get brought back as a ghost. And you can see how the rest of the game actually unfolds. But for me, guys, this is it. I've been a monk and we've been Critically Curious. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button and, of course, to subscribe to the channel so we don't miss out on more videos just like this. I'll catch you guys later.